Welcome to another episode of the Aftermath Podcast. We are in the building today. Another Eagles loss. It's horrible. I know we're gonna get into it, but before we do, we got a special guest, James from the Bird's Nest Podcast is in the building. What up, my guy? How you doing today?
What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing? I appreciate the invite. It's a sad occasion, but we're gonna make the best of the situation. You know what I
mean? Yeah. So I'm BIRDGANG 31. Above me is one Trey Rizak. And then we got the Rev in the building. He's ready to preach. He is ready to preach. I love it. Man. I love it. So let's get into it, guys. What is your right after the game, raw emotion? What do you have to say?
Man, look, let me start off by saying I know this game this game blew me to the max, but just on the strength. I said from the beginning, this is the New York Giants, bro. This is the New York Giants. So when the last time we played the New York Giants and it's been an easy win? When the last time it's been easy? It's always been it's either come down to 3 to 7 points, 3 to a touchdown, field goal, touchdown. That's about it. And I just knew this wasn't gonna be an easy game. But God damn, Jalen Rager. It's like, bro, I understand. It's like I feel like, okay, everything that happened in the beginning of the game, I didn't really even trip off of it too hard, just on the strength. I wasn't really feeling the play calling. I felt like the play calling was predictable. I felt like Jalen Hurts, inexperience of being the starter showed, because for the most part, he was making the right decisions, but he's staring down the wide receivers. If he could just look the wide receivers, I wasn't tripping off that as far as me looking towards the future. I know that's something that can come with growth. I know he can develop that skill. It's not that hard. Look him off. He can easily grow that. But so when I look at it, and I know for good and goddamn well, I've been saying Jalen Hurts is a playmaker. Put the ball in his hands, and he gonna make something happen. Well, on 2 occasions, the ball was in his hands, and he was on his way to getting us a touchdown. Boston Scott, who's supposed to be the giant killer, fumbled the ball. So Jalen Hurts was on his way to making it. Then okay, you got the last play of the game, pretty much Jalen Rager, who blew me. It's like basically, I feel like at the end of the game, I don't want to talk about nothing else. I'm stuck on Jalen Rager. It's still fresh, y'all. It's still fresh. I can't get Jalen. I don't even know what happened. Basically, look. I'm looking at Jalen Rager. I can't help it. Nobody was touching him. Nobody. And then the crazy thing about it is, after the play, he looking around like for a flag. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
So let me put my 2 cents in. Everything you said about Rager is facts. Now, this is what I think, and y'all let me know what y'all think. I think it was a setup before the game. Howie Roseman, remember, he playing puppet master behind the scene, right? We see where the team is going, the trajectory. We see what the run game is now, the focal point of the offense, right? Now, Jalen Rager, first round pick, Howie's guy. Everybody been talking about it. Everything's looking good with the Eagles except for Rager. He made it a point. He probably told Sirianni the way it looked. I'm watching the whole game. I said, Howie told him, I don't care what the game plan is. Y'all do everything. I want Rager to be the focal point of this game. As far as the pass game, he need at least 7 to 10 touches as a receiver. This way, there's no excuses. Watch, my guy's going to explode. He's going to do a good job. Just make him the focal point for this one game, not Avonte. And as you can see, that was a horrible choice. Okay. That was a horrible choice. The dude can't get separation. He's supposed to have 4.2 speed. I can't see that. He can't get no separation. We might as well make him a cornerback if we're going to keep him. Because all he can do is stay on the hip of somebody else and knock down balls. Because every time Jalen Hurts, and remember, Carson Wentz, same thing. When he throw the ball to that young boy, all he do is knock down a freaking ball of a potential interception. Why? because he can't get separation. He ain't got good hands. He dropping passes right in the bread basket. He got to go, bro. He done out here in these streets. It's over for him. There's no excuse. We got enough tape. We seen. We made him the focal point this game. There was no excuses. He done out here in these streets.
I feel like
He done out here in these streets.
I feel like this. If we not going I don't feel like we could get nobody excuses this game. Jalen Hurts played like trash today. We're gonna call it spade to spade. He played like trash today. They put the football in his hands. He made bad decisions. We turned the football over in pivotal moments of the game. We still had a chance to win it at the end, but we shouldn't have never been in that situation. We shouldn't have been in that situation. We was past their 40-yard line, I think, like 6 times this game. We couldn't put no points on the board. A bad turnover at the end of the half. He could have threw that football away easily, and we could have still got that field goal. I mean, if we gonna criticize everybody, he got to get his share of criticism too, man. He's not a good passer of the football right now in this point in his career.
Do you
We're
think
gonna
we
give
can come
everybody
back?
grades, guys. We're gonna give everybody grades. We're gonna start out with the head coach and offensive coordinator, Nick Sirianni. That's what we're gonna start out with first, because I'm gonna start this one off. Nick. You just got out of the doghouse, my guy. That first half play calling was garbage. It's garbage, man. You went back to your old ways in that first half, man. Why were you throwing the ball so much? If Jalen had the first interception, you should have ran the ball more. When he had the second interception, you should have ran. And when he had why did you wait the 3 interceptions before you tried to go run the ball, man? We won all these games by running the ball, and you act like you cannot run the ball at all in the first half, man. Like, you can't go away from game plans like that. We had a winning formula, and you changed that, my guy. And then you seen Jalen out there struggling. He was, you know what I'm saying? I'm a huge Jalen Hurts fan, but he did struggle that first half badly. You know what I'm saying? He was missing people. The interceptions just kept coming. Man, Miles Sanders didn't get the ball that many times this game either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have Howard out. Why didn't you rush Miles Sanders that whole first half and let him get started? You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole game plan was trash. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up trash. Until the second half where you decided, oh, I want to run the ball now, and we get 200 yards rushing. Isn't that funny? Huh? You know, we were never down by that much to abandon the run in the first half. What was the halftime score? 10-0 or
3-0.
Huh?
It was 3-0.
3-0 at
halftime.
So that whole half, we're only down by 3 points, and you abandoned that run until the second half, man. I don't appreciate you. Nick Sirianni, you're getting a freaking F from me.
I'm gonna go next because I seen a little bit of different game than I guess BIRDGANG saw. The run pass ratio was even at the half. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't running the football. We were running the football. I mean, if you gonna put you gonna put the ball, you want to put the football in your quarterback hands, man. He gonna have to start beating people as a passer too. I mean, and these are the kind of games that you get them going a little bit. So I guess Nick Sirianni thought he could get them going a little bit. I mean, get him in rhythm and stuff like that. And when he seen it wasn't working, he went back to the run. But we didn't abandon the run game. It just looked like it because we wasn't making no plays in the passing game.
But after you throw picks like that, you need to just keep running the ball. There need to be no balance after that. You keep running it.
So you want to run the football every play?
We did it for 3 games and won.
No,
Would you grade him though?
For 3 games.
Remember, we had one drive where we had 13 runs back to back. That was the second half, and we actually moved the ball doing that. The problem is, you got to remember what would help Jalen, which this idiot doesn't. I don't understand. This idiot don't get. If your quarterback's struggling, okay, it's fine. Dink and dunk. You get him on track. 5-yard pass, 3-yard pass. You moving the chains. You keeping it steady. And you can stick to the run because the run gonna give you 3 to 5 yards. Then you let Jalen get a little rhythm throw, 3 yards, 5 yards, a little quick joint to Goddard or something like that. That's how you keep the chain going, and then you can just stick to the run. I don't know why he don't want to do the dink and dunk stuff with him. He wanted him to try to do these explosive downfield joints at all times. Like that don't have to be every game. But I see that's what we keep reaching for.
I mean, you seeing it like that because that's the throws that Jalen make. That's the throws that Jalen picking to make. It'd be a lot of plays on them routes where dudes be running short routes. He could dink and dunk on his own too, right?
That's true. That is true. That is true. And you're right. His decision
He go for the
making.
big play on his own.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
That's
So now
like
the thing is the coach telling him that after Mamba, we're past the midway of the season. So just like you see it, I see it, right? They got multiple games, days during the week where they're going over tape and film. So the question is, if that's the case, and Jalen keeps making wrong choices, why are you not coaching that? Why are you not preaching that to him? Hey, Jalen, dig this. This week, all we worrying about you is accuracy. We ain't worrying about just take your check down. We see that. Okay, we saw you tried to go for that. He ain't get no separation. Say no more. Check down. Let's go. Like that should be at some point that would be preached. Correct? That's what
second half we did that with Gainwell.
I mean, that was only at the end of the game, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the last drive of this. The second to last drive of the game. I mean, Jalen. If we keeping it 100, Jalen don't never look for his check down player.
No, listen. I'm gonna keep it real. You right with that. That's the. I think he gotta because he know it's an audition for his job as QB1. I can't get mad at him. He listen, I gotta make my print. So a check down ain't gonna help me. Whereas though if I make a splash play, if I make a highlight play, I can stick around. It looks better, things of this nature. Especially with all the he can't throw garbage going on. So in his mind, I understand why he's doing that, but the coach has to preach that out of me.
That's true. That's true.
Stick to the script, youngin. You ain't going nowhere. We trust you. We got you. Stick with it. One game at a time. We see what you doing. Check down, check down, check down. That's what Brady do. Brady ain't throwing 70-yard bombs every game. He got 2 games last year where he was throwing 70, 80-yard bombs. You feel me? And that really was like a 20-yard pass that Bull just took to the house and made it a 70-yard bomb. Like Jalen got to get used to that. That's part of the coach stuff. You got to give him that. Help him out.
Yeah. That's
and then
true.
that statement
and
right
I
there
think
was
it's
true. I know he wasn't accurate in the first half, but at the end, Jalen was hitting the money. They were dropping balls left and right.
Yes, they did.
Dallas Goedert was dropping balls.
Yeah, man.
All that stuff. But hey, before we get into that, go ahead and give him a grade since you went one, Trey. You didn't give Nick a grade.
I'll give Nick Sirianni. I'm gonna give him a solid C today. I feel like the plays I was watching the game. I felt like he was calling good plays. It's certain scenarios he could have did better, but like the goal line situations and stuff like that, where we should have ran the football down there. There's no doubt we should have ran the football all 3 plays.
Yes.
We had a chance to score on one. Greg Ward dropped the touchdown pass. That play they dialed up. That was a good play. We just missed on it. Other than
You
that,
gotta stop doing that. You gotta run the ball whenever we're on the 2-yard line every play. All this that other interception doesn't happen with Jalen if you just simplify it and just run the ball.
The other this where I have a problem with that at. We try to dance around the Jalen stuff too much. It's like he been playing football his whole life. He been in goal line situations his whole life. With how much time you have on the clock. You don't throw that pass. You don't see nobody over, you throw it out the back of the end zone. We kick a field goal, we go into the halftime. We can't keep dancing around it like that. Like he made bad decisions today. Bad. No, even when he didn't throw interceptions, it was a lot of bad decisions. So, I'm not dancing. We can take it how we want to take it.
If you're on the 2-yard line, all you do is run. There should
we ran it 2 times right before that, though. BIRDGANG, they stuffed us.
Gotta keep going.
No, He right.
We got big old guys up there. You gotta keep going.
Yeah, you can say that, but it's like, even if that's the case, we do throw the ball on the goal line. You can't make that pass. You cannot try to force that pass in there. We crucified Carson Wentz last year for doing that. We crucified him last year for doing that. Carson Wentz trying to make big plays, turning the football over. He got to get his share too. He did that often today, and it hurt us. Like that play down the field, I don't even know what he was looking at. The safety was sitting in the middle of the field the whole time. He never looked him off, nothing. He just threw the football.
Yeah,
I guess all he saw was green.
That was a bad one.
He got to get better as a passer, man. It's like, even if we go on this playoff push, you're not going to be able to run the football on every team. He's going to have to make some plays with his arm. He's gonna have to.
Facts.
Like little 2-yard slants, he throwing it at people's ankles and stuff like. Oh, that's easy. That's easy pitch and catch right there. You gotta make those plays. They keep drives alive.
That's
Do
true.
you think he can bounce back from this?
Yeah. I believe he can. He's going to get better. It's just I feel like us as a fan base right now, we're looking at this dude like he's something that he's not right now. He's a running.
No, he's
mobile
growing.
quarterback. He's a
He's
mobile
growing.
I'm gonna say,
quarterback.
bro.
But all those passes that you say are bad, he also had that many good passes that should have been touchdowns or nice plays in the game. He threw
right
the
now
ball where it's supposed to go. The guy didn't catch the ball. You know?
He's
Cam Newton. Both ways with that.
He's Cam Newton his first year right now, bro.
He makes good passes that get dropped. Both ways.
It's both ways, but we still making excuses. That's what it is.
No, it ain't no excuses today, bro.
Jalen,
everybody
I'm talking about some of the dudes in his fan base. We still making excuses. He's not a good passer at this point in his career.
We're gonna get to
that,
right? DEEGIFTED. What do you give Sirianni?
Honestly, I agree with one Trey. I give him a solid C, just on the strength that his play calling it wasn't clear what he was trying to do in the beginning. You know, I didn't like how immediately he in shotgun, and we get everything was outside. He was passing it outside the sticks. You know what I mean? And so I'm thinking to myself like, why isn't we going straight at him? Why are we trying to go around these guys? We for the past few weeks we've been straight north and south, getting up and down the field. And Nick Sirianni played around with the play calling a little bit, and then he tried to go back to the screen kind of look type offense. Everything was pretty much shotgun. All I kept saying to the screen was line up under center, try to confuse the defense a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to run the ball. And when we in shotgun, it takes a longer time for it to develop. And having a running back like Miles Sanders, he like to prance around and try to look for the big play. We was talking about this pregame. He's steady, always looking for the big play. But when you put different guys in there like Jordan Howard or Boston Scott, they don't play around. It looks totally different. They hitting the holes instantly, speed and power. Boston Scott even looking like he running like a Jordan Howard. He going straight at it. I don't know what Miles Sanders is tiptoeing around, but he playing around with it and is looking totally different. And so when you running shotgun formation like that, it kind of makes you kind of one dimensional, especially if your first down play having you tackle for loss. You getting tackle behind the sticks. That's making it even more difficult. So now we already been shotgun. We played basically into the Giants' favor. We came into the game knowing that they pass defense was the strength of their team. This is the strength of their team. So you damn right, Jalen Hurts look like he struggled. You damn right he pressing. Now he's in a predictable situation, and we already know how Jalen Hurts look when we look predictable, when we getting tackled for losses and we pressing in the situation. But like you said, Jalen Hurts did make some crucial mistakes, but I always stick with my same narrative that I stick with when it comes to Jalen Hurts, and that's the fact that he always keep us in position to win. Like, he not gonna lose us the game. Even though that stuff happened, that stuff didn't lose us the game. Even though that stuff happened, we were still one possession away. We were still one. It wasn't like it wasn't like that. Them one plays, you know what I'm saying, made us 3 possessions down. When that stuff was occurring, we were still within arm's reach of the game. When it came down, Jalen Hurts put the ball on the money, and Jalen Reagor dropped it. Simple as that. And so Nick Sirianni, I had to give him a C because his play calling did not help out Jalen Hurts early in the game. Towards the end, he kind of came around to it, kind of went back to, you know, that north and south, running it straight up the middle, you know, kind of offense. I would have liked it if I would have seen Jalen Hurts line up under center a whole lot more. I promise you, it's so much easier to get the too many times. I hated seeing, and this is why I give him a C, because we made the easy stuff too difficult every time. It would be short yardage, 3rd and 1, 2, or whatever, and we line it up in shotgun, line up on the center, hand the ball off, and get them yards. Every time it's short yardage and we in shotgun, it makes me feel as a viewer like, damn, this is that much more difficult to get this short yardage when we can just simply hand it off and be a power, strength, team that we know we can beat and get those easy yards. So, like I said, I give him a C. He did not help out, but towards the end, man, the plays got to be made. At the end of the day, the coach's responsibility is to put you in position to win. Was we in position to win at the end of the game? Yes. Jalen Reagor dropped the freaking ball twice. I mean, the first one was, you know, hit him in his hands, you know, but it was tough. The second one, bruh, he looked goofy
The first one
out
hit him in
there,
his face
bruh.
mask.
He looked goofy on that, bruh. He looked so goofy, bruh. I wanted to throw something, bruh. I swear to God, like, I love this hat, bruh. And, you know, it's one of them stiff hats where, like, if you smash it, it's kind of hard to get in the form. So I wanted to throw this mug at the ground, bruh. But, man, I'm telling you, bruh, Jalen Reagor is a frustrating player to watch. And you already know. We've been saying this for a long time. Jalen Reagor does not do nothing on special teams. I'm watching the game with my brother. He's a Giants fan. I'm watching the game with him. Every time Jalen Reagor is sitting back there, I'm telling him, is Jalen Reagor gonna get us at least 5 yards? No, he don't do nothing, bruh. I'm watching the game. I'm betting every time. Is he going to do something? And he does absolutely nothing. He catch the ball and literally he'll run in the straight line. Nope. All I ask for every time he's sitting back there, every time I put this on everything, I say, Jalen Reagor, can you give me 5 yards? Nope. He don't do it. He don't do nothing. I'm telling you.
We're going to get on them receivers. We're going to definitely get on them receivers. James, what you giving Nick Sirianni?
I'm giving him a D. So this is my situation. This ain't the 4th game. This ain't the 2nd game. This ain't the 5th game. Bruh. What we in? Week 13?
Week 12, I think. Yeah.
Week 12. Guess what? Your probation period is over, bruh. You understand? You get paid not hundreds, but millions. Millions of dollars to do something that is a game. We are spectators. We normally see, I'm going to say 70% of Eagles fans are normally right on the money with what the team should be doing, and we don't get paid nothing for it. We just spectate. So that's the problem. You didn't put, as a head coach, you got multiple jobs. Okay, so he wants to be the play caller. Say no more. For one, your first job, did you call good plays? To start the game off? No. Second quarter? No. Halftime goes, you got a donut. So you got an F for the first half. That's how it starts. You got an F for the first half. You got a donut. By the way, remember, we have yet to have a game, but we had a donut in the first half. Right. We were top 5 in the league in scoring in the first quarter. Top 5. We top 10 in the first possessions with getting some type of points.
Right.
All of that is facts. All that didn't go down today. You got an F for that. Now, let's see if you can redeem yourself. Second half come, you realize you're a freaking idiot. We losing, but we still in the game thanks to us playing the horrible freaking Giants. And they suck so bad that we still in the freaking game. Guess what? Now you start running the ball. Boston Scott. Hurts doing his thing with his own legs, right? Miles Sanders had a couple good runs, right? We shaking and baking. We moving the chains. Our offensive line showing you this is their strength. They moving people, getting to the second level. This is what we do. So even though you're a freaking idiot, your team is doing great.
Right.
Did you put them in that position? No. That's just what they naturally good at. Some people can swim. If you toss them in the pool, they can just swim. That's what they do. Guess what? We are a run-heavy team. We are built to run good. You choose not to run because either how we telling you we should be passing more, whatever. Point is, you are not putting your position players in position to succeed, right? We barely run slant routes, quick slants. Remember, that's something that Brady does a lot of. That's something that the Cowboys do a lot of. That's that little dink and dunk stuff that, get you yards after the catch. That helps your quarterback, especially if they're struggling. Do we do that? So once again, you're an idiot. These are basic things that all of us say. Do you ever listen? No. Do you ever sit back and think? Remember, he comes from a family tree of coaches. So you getting advice from your cousin, your brother, all of these people. Ain't nobody tell you this basic stuff and you ain't taking heed to nothing. You still being hard-headed. Okay, I got you. You're an idiot. So once again, I give him a D. Only reason I'm not giving him my F is because there were situations where he had to make better play calls and it came out to our advantage. Okay? He did not do the worst job of the season, but it is one of his worst play calling jobs because you knew for the last 3 games what worked for the team. So now that you know what works for the team and you go left and you go back to the stuff that you know don't work for the team, you out of pocket. So, he'd be all right. I think this was definitely one of his worst coaching episodes, but hopefully he learns from it because we got a long stretch where it's going to be difficult games like this. And you got to learn how to coach through it. You got to learn time of possession. You got to learn how to use them timeouts, when to use them, when not to use them. Situational football. All of that came into play today. And we was right in the thick of it. So the good thing is he got some experience with that. So hopefully that'll benefit us through these next couple games if it get freaky again and we're in close game situations. He'll learn from his stupidity and be like, you know what? Let me just do this. Let me just do that. And tighten up. So I give him a D.
All right, man. I gotta go. That's a good one. I'm still sticking with my F. I don't care what y'all say. You fell at me, guy. You fell at me, my guy. I did not like the game plan today. But let's go to our quarterback. Jalen Hurts, man. Horrible. Like I said, horrible first half of football. But Jalen also did what he does every game that we're behind, and that's make plays at the end, whether it's with his legs or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the dual threat part. We all know he needs to progress as a passer. That is simple and plain, but he definitely made some plays with his legs today. You know what I'm saying? He always does that every single game. So, in terms of Jalen Hurts, I'm going to give him a D+, C-, D+. You threw 3 picks today, regardless of what you did. D+. You threw those 3 picks today, guy. You got to be better. Go ahead, One Trey.
I'm going to give him I might have to give him a D today, to be honest. And I'm gonna give him a D, but I'm gonna say this though. I don't feel like Sirianni gave him too much help today. But at the end of the day, bro, like I said, you've been playing football his whole life. There's certain situations where you can't make those kind of throws. Even if on that first interception, I could say Quez Watkins was held on that first one, but
yeah,
still, is a 50-50 chance that's gonna get called. You can't make that throw. You gotta put that somewhere and live to fight another day. The second interception, that was the one that was the goal line one, right? The second one.
Mm-hmm.
On that play, you gotta recognize what's going on. Before even pre-snap. They playing press man to man. The routes that y'all called not gonna work. You see that, you snap the football, throw it out of bounds. Let it fight another day. Get us some field goal on the board. We get the ball back at halftime. And the third one, Jalen Hurts I don't know what he was doing on that one, man. I don't know what he was doing because that safety was sitting right there in this view. He never looked at him, looked over there, nothing. He just stared down Rager and just threw the football up. He underthrew the ball, first of all, and then he didn't check for the safety or nothing. But, and there was a lot of poor throws other than the interception. But, I felt like he kind of picked it up when it mattered. So matter of fact, I'm going to bump that up to like a C-. Because he picked it up when it mattered. He made some good throws. The read option pass to Avonte Smith. He was moving us Boston Scott fumbled the football. Jalen Rigger dropped the football at the end.
Man,
I mean, he still
goofy.
could have won that game. We still could have won that game. So all those mistakes really didn't like hurt us too bad, but they put us in a position where we had to fight back to win that game. So I mean, I'm gonna give Jalen Hurts a C minus.
Man, I agree 100%, but I think I'm gonna go with a D plus. Just on the strength. My guy threw 3 interceptions. It held us back, for the most part. Like you said, it made the situation more difficult. Now, if we would have won, that D would have flipped to at least a C plus. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Would have shifted to a C plus or a B at the max. You know what I mean? But the fact that we was in that position, we go as far as the quarterback go. He put us in that situation where we could have been in a way better situation, possibly in a field goal type situation where maybe we just needed a field goal. Either way it go, we could have been in a better position. I'm still a believer in Jalen Hurts just on the strength that I feel like his mistakes is mostly stuff that I'm confident that he can develop in, and that's looking off the defender, looking off the guys, and being able to get these guys open. Jalen Reagor made a catch where he ended up, I think, on the 1 yard line, but he got open with a stutter step that nobody bid on. And so, with that being said, Jalen Hurts is the one that made the great throw to throw it short and for him to even catch the ball. Jalen Reagor sucks. So, with that being said, Jalen Hurts, he still put us in position, bro. But it just sucks so bad that Jalen Reagor is trash because I still, even though I'm giving him a D, and I know he could have easily switched it and switched that grade and made it way more positive. I know for a fact that Jalen Hurts is still a playmaker because
Yeah.
regardless of the situation, just like you said, Trey Rock, it wasn't like the situation had hurt us too much because we was still one possession away. When while all this stuff going on, as crazy as the game's going on, we still one possession away. And when it came down to it, and the ball was in Jalen Hurts' hands, he was leading us to win the game both times. But every time the ball got out of his hands, it ended up in somebody goofy like Boston Scott fumbling the ball. I didn't even see that coming, bruh. The hole was so beautiful. Like the ocean just spreading wide open, you know what I mean? It was so beautiful for Boston Scott, bro. And I swear to God, I seen the ball go up in the air myself. Like, what the fuck is that? It was the ball, damn. Somebody caught it. I said, never. I'm looking at my brother like, nah, but that did not just happen, bro. He just gave the ball up, and I knew the defense been playing the Giants tough all game. I'm like, we gonna get the ball back. I was confident. I was that confident, but I just didn't know what to expect. What to expect with this last drive because I know Jalen Hurts is a playmaker. I guess I was just hoping that whoever he threw the ball to just make the play. Because I knew Jalen Hurts wasn't, this is a situation where he win. I mean, saying he's a playmaker, he's a winner. If he in the situation to win the game and the game is on the line, he gonna give it to the guys to make the plays. I guarantee it. And today he did that. He did that what he normally do.
Those are nice throws,
On
man.
the
I don't care what
money.
anybody say.
On
Those
the
two
money.
passes
It's
were
been
nice throws from Hurts.
Jalen Hurts makes some beautiful throws that always get taken off the board. When we went against San Francisco, he had about 3 touchdowns taken off the board. He had a beautiful, probably the most beautiful throw that he threw all season to Quez Watkins. That was dropped. He had another touchdown that was dropped by Greg Ward that I believe he should have caught. And then you had a touchdown from Jalen Reagor, the biggest. I honestly, right here, right now, Jalen Rager, he worse than Nelson Aguilar, bruh. He way worse than Nelson Aguilar. Way worse. I would way rather have Nelson Aguilar. It got worse. He is trash. And look, if we learn from Nelson Aguilar, then we know good and goddamn well Jalen Rager needs to go. He needs to go. He does us no good. If he off the rip is worse than Nelson Aguilar, he needs to go straight up. That's hey, look. So with that being said, man, Jalen Hurts he put us in position to win, but man, I just can't believe it, bro. Like if you watch the last play, it hit him right in his hands. Like what was he looking at? Like what was he looking at? What was he doing? Just like, hey, listen, just like we said, Trey White,
but we gonna get
started saying dude suck, bro. We was like, bro, it look like dude just running, bro. Like he don't even know what he's doing, but he just out there like he playing football outside, bro. Didn't we say that, bro? We said he like he out there playing Killer Man or something. Like he just running, bro. Like he don't even know what he's doing, bro. That's what he looks like, but he's not producing. He sucks. Period.
Okay, we're gonna give the receivers grades next. But go ahead, Ness. What are you giving Jalen?
I'm on Jalen Rager all day. I told you before the game. I'm thinking about Jalen Rager all game. Every chance I get, Jalen Rager sucks, bro. Period.
Hey, for Jalen Hurts, right? My QB1. Look, I got his jersey right here and everything. You getting the F, bro? You know what I'm saying? I hope he watched this and I hope he listened. Like I said, I've been commentating on the Eagles for a couple of years. Like, listen, man, I feel some type of way about the Eagles. You hear me? I'm the boy that cried when we won the Super Bowl. You understand me? Like, this like the Eagles is family to me. Like, I go to that's why I call my situation the bird's nest, because that's the crib. You understand? Like we fall back in there. You know what I mean? Put your feet up. That's the link. For Jalen Hurts to have 3 picks, I'm going to treat him like I would treat Carson, like I would treat Donovan, like I would treat like Vic. 3 picks, and you got a loss. Now, if you get 3 picks in a win, I can give you a better grade. 3 picks in a loss, you came up short. You get an F, bro. Now, that ain't saying he ain't do no good, but you got an F for the day.
Right.
Chalk that up. Throw this one up in there. Had this on your joint. This was the worst game I had so far. Sometimes that you need that. Sometimes motivation comes. Sometimes motivation comes from the positive, right? You can look at the good, and that'll help you get along. Well, sometimes you need that bad. You need that bad, that stink to look at. Like, damn, that was me. Oh man, I ain't never doing that again. You feel me? Like you need that sometimes to remind you, to keep you humble, keep you in line. Like remember, all week what we've been hearing. I don't care where you went, who you talked to, what you listened to, what you watched all week. Oh man, the Eagles the best running team in the league. Oh man, Jalen Hurts is on the rise. Oh man, Jalen Hurts. Guess what? Humble pie today. Enjoy it. Go ahead, take a good big bite. It's okay. He young. He gonna grow from this. Statistically, he is the same quarterback right now with all the flaws as Cam Newton his first season, as Mike Vick when he was in college. Now, Vick, his rookie season was a little bit better, but Vick had way better playmakers. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you look at his stats, right, you compare him to Carson Wentz his first year with the Eagles. They look almost identical. Picks, touchdowns, and Young Boy got more touchdowns because he got a couple with his legs. So we ain't going to disrespect Hurts just because he making mistakes. He's a freaking rookie, players. Point blank, period. Everybody don't want to talk about his second year. No, this is his first year starting, champ. Carson Wentz had a first year, a whole from game 1 to the whole end of the year to be the starter. That's what you get. He ain't had it. Young Boy got thrown into the mix because Bo was a bum. Okay? He played 4 games. That wasn't no free. That was preseason or something for him. He got thrown into the fire. He did pretty good in the fire, but this is his rookie season. Point blank, period. He has to do the same thing that Lamar Jackson did, that Cam Newton did. Great with his legs, great athleticism. He needs a year or two of quarterback coaching, experience, getting the jitters out, and situational football to learn how to be a better passer. It comes with time for most athletic quarterbacks. Point blank, period.
Right.
He be all right. He be all right. He's not a pocket passer. He's not a Peyton Manning. He's not you feel me? He's not a Aaron Rodgers. They are pocket passing, gunslinging, right? Methodical, pick you apart with their arm type quarterbacks. He's not one of those. Okay. Right. He is like LeBron. LeBron came into the league. Everybody knew he was a superstar. Could he shoot immediately? No. Point blank, period. Took LeBron a couple years to get a 3-ball, didn't it? Yeah. Took LeBron a couple years to get that mid-range, didn't it? Same thing with Jalen Hurts. Playmaking, superstar ability, you see the potential. It's going to take time to be pinpoint accurate and picking people apart with his arm. Everybody got, stuff that they got to work on. Give him an F. He going to learn from this. He going to grow from this. Young boy hungry. You saw at the end of the game, if the game's on the line or it's close, he going to keep you in it. That's what tell you the difference between him and Wentz. Him and Daniel Jones. Them niggas is folding. He's not folding. He rises to the occasion. Mm-hmm. He don't fold under pressure. And the young boy's going to go after it. He be all right. Give him an F, but he all right. He going to learn from this. 3 picks, though, you get an F, dog, because we ain't won.
Man. Hey, look, I agree 100%. One thing I'm definitely know he going to learn how to do, and that's looking off the defenders. I know he gonna learn that they should stress that 100%. He's a person that strive for greatness. I listen to the guy press conference and when I do, honestly, he listen to him, he makes me want to be a better person just in general, just overall, not like I'm finna go out there and catch a pass from him, but just as a person, you know what I mean? So I know for a fact Jalen Hurts' spirit is to be great. So I know for a fact he's gonna be looking at these plays and they're gonna be pointing out, yo, all you gotta do is look these guys off. He had some of these guys, he had them. And at the end of the day, down the stretch, I know he had problem with his accuracy, but down the stretch, when something comes out of Jalen Hurts, where when you need to win the game, he looked pretty accurate on those throws to Jalen Reagor. He looked pretty accurate. That's when the game was on the line. That's when the game was on the line. And that's why I still trust Jalen Hurts, because when the game was on the line, he put the ball on the money. He put the ball on the money, man. And so Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, like, I agree with you. He gonna bounce back. He gonna learn from it. But like I said, one thing he is gonna learn how to do after this game that I guarantee he gonna do better in. I guarantee it. Next game, I'm saying it right here, right now. He gonna be looking off defenders like a mug. I promise you. he gonna be A1, because listen. I'm not gonna worry about no 3 interceptions. We've seen time and time again, great quarterbacks, talented quarterbacks have games where they throw 3 interceptions. So I'm not gonna overblow 3 interceptions like it's nothing. We talked about great quarterbacks having mediocre rookie seasons. One of them is the all-time great Peyton Manning, who threw an all-time high amount of interceptions his rookie season. And guess what? Oh, snap, Jalen Hurts actually looked towards Peyton Manning as a mentor from time to time throughout the season. Yes, they actually touched base. So that right there automatically give me confidence. Hey, he got the right people in his ear. I'm not worried about him learning how to look off defenders and making progress in that area. He gonna be great. He gonna do fine. But the fact still remain, he get a bad grade this game.
Facts. Yeah. So what? Peyton was 16-16 his rookie year. 16 touchdowns, 16 interceptions.
He threw 28.
Let's go to that ground.
He threw 28 his rookie year.
Huh?
I said he threw 28 his rookie year.
Who?
Peyton.
No, yeah, 16-16.
That was his second year that he threw 28.
Yeah. But let's go to our ground attack. We did get over 200 yards again today. So that is a plus. You know what I'm saying? But what are you guys grading these running backs Boston Scott had that crucial fumble at the end of the game. Miles Sanders had a nice 27-yard run in there in the third quarter. And I like some of the runs early too with Miles Sanders too. I'm not going to hate on him too much, but I'm gonna have to say overall, I give this running attack a B. A simple B because there was no rushing touchdowns. You know what I'm saying, to get that A. But what do you guys give them?
Actually, our only touchdown was a rushing touchdown by Boston Scott.
Oh yeah, it was one rushing touchdown. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. They should score more rushing. We should have more touchdowns. So I still give them a B, even with that rushing touchdown.
I agree with the B. Miles Sanders, people that really know, Miles Sanders went down, I think, midway through that game. He was fighting back to try to get back in the game. That's why he stopped getting carries. So we had to lean on Boston Scott. I don't know why Kenny Gainwell ain't getting no running plays either. So,
right?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, y'all gotta put the football in this dude's hands, man. I don't get that part of the game plan. Like, if Miles go down, now you only got 2 backs. Why not feed Kenny Gainwell? But yeah, overall, I get it right. I feel like the running backs had a productive day, man. So I'm gonna give them a solid B, man. I would have gave them probably a B plus or an A minus, but we lost the football game. So they get a B.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a B plus. I mean, I think they rushed for nearly 200 yards this game again, almost. So I feel like it's just how they did it. I didn't like how they did it. I feel like I still don't like my quarterback getting hit like that. I still don't like my quarterback just running straight up the middle, having to lower his shoulders, basically putting him at the risk. I'd rather, and that's why I keep saying, line up under center. You having Jalen Hurts, putting him at risk, running that good. I know that keeps him as a threat, but sometimes that's making it way more difficult and way more risky when you can just line up under center, hand it off to a Boston Scott, a power runner who's been showing that he can get those yards and just attack, making it way more difficult. So but overall, I feel like when they did, them guys they muscled them however they wanted to. Time and time again, they had holes, that needed to be ran through. And Miles Sanders, I don't know, it's just totally different when he get in the game. When he get in the game, it's like the guy dance around a whole bunch. He don't hit the holes the same way when I see Jordan Howard. And that's just the fact. Just right before Jordan Howard even got elevated onto the to the team, and I said from the beginning, Jordan Howard just hits the hole. He don't play around. He just hit it. And my eyes do not lie. Miles Sanders dance around, because if you look at last game, before Jordan Howard got in the game, Miles Sanders was doing what he doing, shaking and baking. But Jordan Howard getting in the game, they ran it 4 or 5 straight times, straight up the middle, and he was gashing them. It was a completely different style. And so how they did it, I don't like it, because Miles Sanders, he danced around too much. I feel like with Miles Sanders back there, let Miles Sanders take the ball while Jalen Hurts is lined up on the center. Allow him to kind of look like a Boston Scott or Miles or Jordan Howard. Give him that opportunity. Don't force him, because see, when you line up in shotgun and every time we see Jalen Hurts lined up in shotgun, and we see Miles Sanders next to him, you can already see, oh, Miles Sanders could look like he could possibly just break this outside. And every time he hand it off, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to bust it outside. It was one play where Miles Sanders had the ball. He ran it up the middle, and it ended up it was a second down play, and it ended up resulting in 3rd and short. But he ran up the middle, and instead of plowing through, he trying to juke his way, shake out, and he ended up getting flushed out. And that second down could have been turned into a first down, but instead it ended up being 3rd and short. And so it's stuff like that where I'm like, see, if Jordan Howard was in the game Ain't no way. First of all, Jordan Howard always falls forward. Miles Sanders was doing all this and tried to juke to the right. You know what the defenders did? They just held on to him and they followed him all the way to the right. You know why? They was able to just push him and take his weight all the way over there because he trying to shake out there. Jordan Howard, he ain't doing that. He ain't trying to shake outside, so you ain't finna take his way. You know where his way going? Straight up the middle. He getting those yards, bruh. It's a total different game. They need to start landing the ball to Miles Sanders while Jalen Hurts is lined up in the center and allowing Miles Sanders to even be that north and south direction, because when you line up in the shotgun, it kind of forces Miles Sanders to be that type of running back that he naturally is, which is a shake and bake, looking for that big play.
But I think that's still good, though.
Waiting to happen.
I still think that's good because even like you said last week, it looked better.
You see,
but at the end of the day, Miles had more yards with less carries than Howard did last week. So even though it does look better the way Howard run, I think you need both of those guys. You need to have Howard punching people in the mouth, and then you let Miles do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Miles is. He's I think he ran nice today on some of those carries up the middle. You know what I'm saying? I never seen so many spin moves up the middle, but he did nice working up the middle in that game today. But yeah, I do agree. Howard is your upfield runner, and you definitely. I can't wait till he gets back. Hopefully, he comes back next week.
I feel like Miles ran well today.
But he did run good today. Yeah,
I feel like he ran well. I don't really got too big of a problem how he ran today. It was like D said, it was sometimes he could have just put his shoulders down and drove his feet. He probably would have got that first down, but we've seen Miles Sanders for years now. That's not his style of run. That's not his running style. So, I mean, I can't be too mad at him. You can't force him to do that. I mean, he wanna get to the edge. He's that kind of runner. Saquon Barkley want to get to the edge. He's a bigger back than Miles Sanders. He's not really a power runner. He's trying to make you miss and get to the edge. That's just some people playing style. Gerry Howard just wanted to inflict pain on people. So, I mean, it's more than one way to skin the cat. I mean, we keep both of them. I mean, that's got to be a great 1-2 punch.
Yeah, I'd like that punch.
Gerry actually get back and get healthy.
So, all right, so let's move on to the receivers. I don't know where the Bird's Nest went, but he hasn't popped back yet, but we're going to just keep riding. The receiving game, I guess we had the tight ends in there too. What grade are we giving these guys? Because from what I know, I didn't really see enough targets to Devontae Smith or to Dallas Goedert. But I feel like we forced the ball to Reagor today. Do you guys feel like that at all? I feel like he got a lot of passes today.
I don't feel like we forced him the ball. I feel like he was open. It's like Smith had Bradbury on him damn near the whole game. Bradbury was doing a good job against him. So if you can't hit him, you're gonna hit the open target. He caught some, he dropped some. I mean, I don't feel like they forced him the ball though. I feel like he was the open man on the play.
But even like at that last pass, he went to him, and then you had Devontae open.
But he was open too. Devontae, I feel like he was more open than Devontae, to be honest. Because Devontae was streaking to the end zone. Reagor cut his route off. So he's standing right there in the middle by himself. He just dropped the pass. It hit him right in his hands. All you got to do is catch it and back up. He would have caught it and fell backwards. That was a touchdown.
Booty, man. He's so booty, man.
I'm giving the receivers B-.
You giving them what?
A B-.
A B-?
Oh, you generous.
Oh, you too generous, BIRDGANG.
You generous. He give it out pies for the holiday. That's what that is. He give it out. He's showing love. Man. He's showing love. Man. You a good man. You a good dude, BIRDGANG.
At the end of the game, they did all right. Even JJ had another catch today that looked good.
That's horrible. I just want to point this out. When you say even JJ had a catch today, bro, that's bad. This nigga's a second round pick.
That's
He's
2
supposed
in
to
a
get 4
row,
or 5
my guy.
catches a
JJ's
game.
on his way.
That's horrible, bro. That's why you know him and Rager gotta go. That's crazy. When you say stuff like that, and that's the norm in Eagles country. Well, even JJ got a catch today. What? He a second round pick. He was supposed to be a star. This boy trash.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
That's
Listen,
disrespectful.
real quick. I'm gonna tell you, I give all the freaking wide receivers today, just for this game, they getting a D. Too many drops, not enough people helping Hurts by getting separation, right? And no touchdowns. I don't care. We ain't got 1 touchdown from a freaking wide receiver. That's a problem. Y'all have a good one. Y'all getting a D. Only reason I'm not gonna give them an F is play calling, which is out of their control. And that's up to Sirianni. He ain't calling good plays to, get them separation and, do schemes and, take advantage of certain stuff. So they can't control that part. But the stuff that they could control, they get a D for.
I'm gonna give them a D too. And me, I felt like it was a lot of times they got open and drop passes. And I felt like a lot of times they got missed on the pass. But overall, I feel like the receivers definitely should have made more plays to help Hurts out. You gotta fight for some of them footballs, man. You gotta fight for some of them footballs. Everything not gonna be on target. I mean, you're an NFL wide receiver. You get paid to do this. You gotta start you gotta start challenging these corners too. You can't just be letting them run. Like on that first one that first pick that Jalen Hurts threw. I feel like Quez Watkins should have did a better job getting in front of even though Jalen shouldn't have never threw it. I mean, he should have. Quez Watkins got to do a better job of fighting off that defender and going to go attack the football. I mean, the dude grabbed him and he just gave up on the play after that. It's like he grabbed me, he threw his hands up in the air. Jalen threw the ball, we get an interception. It's 50-50. They go hand in hand. Like if he throwing you the football, you gotta do your job to either defend the pass or catch it. I mean, you start smacking them joints down and stuff. So our receivers gotta get a little bit more physical. Like Rager, this dude, he can't get off press coverage. I don't know what the hell. To save his life, he can't get off press coverage. It could be small little nickel corners. They be locking him up. I'm like, come on, bro. You're supposed to be a first round talent. You can't be the team's third cornerback. Like you're supposed to be beating them on a daily basis. But yeah, I gotta go with a D, man. I don't feel like we did really nothing good in the receiving game today.
Quest had a couple of nice catches though.
Like 1 or 2, but I mean, still, I feel like they should target him more. They don't even target Quez Watkins enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I agree. I give them a solid D as well. Too many drops, crucial situations down the stretch. The ball is on the money. Guys dropping the ball. One of the big things I was looking for during that last drive, I'm wearing a Devontae Smith jersey. I got a Devontae Smith plaque. You know damn well on that last drive, I'm looking for Devontae Smith to break some ankles to get open.
Yeah.
That's my guy. I knew he was going to be open. He's a big play machine. Devontae Smith, this is his time. This was his game. This was the moment he made that big catch. I was looking for it. And my God, I had the complete opposite of Devontae Smith. I got Jalen Rager instead. And Jalen Rager dropped the ball and looked like complete garbage, trash, like booty, clapping, booty, straight, ass. Jalen Rager needs to go. After a game like that, bro, I'm done. Before that play, ask my brother right here. I've been saying Jalen Rager was trash the whole game. And I said at the last second, I think it was on commercial. I said, Jalen Rager is like a cancer on this team. Like he don't do nothing. He don't do nothing. Like every time the ball in his hands, either tackle for loss or something. He just don't produce. And my God, he literally showed why he is that cancer on the team, because we have competent players. Everybody else seemed competent. Like they could make plays. But the only guy who is like a waste of a spot. Just imagine if we had a competent wide receiver in the position that Rager is in. If we had one guy that was solid, that was in Rager position, and Rager's supposed to be number 2. They could have had Watkins right there. I think the game before that, I think Watkins was number 2. And so something happened this game where Rager was number 2, and you saw what happened. That was Watkins' game that needed to be made. I know he dropped the beautiful pass that Jalen Hurts threw, probably the most beautiful pass that Jalen Hurts threw all season. Watkins dropped it. But man, don't punish the guy making him number 3 again. In this game, you made Jalen Rager the number 2 wide receiver. No, he is officially demoted. Bro, if he's not demoted after this game, we have another situation where we got a JJ Arcega-Whiteside on the field. He is a no good spot on the team, like a waste, just a body. He literally just a body, a disguise. Maybe he gonna do something. Maybe if he running on the screen, maybe they gonna hand it off to him. Maybe. Jalen Rager sucked. And he worse than Nelson Aguilar. And with that being said, we need to move on for him. Listen, I've noticed the coaching plays with the personnel a lot and plays with personnel as far as the playing time goes. Well, look, I don't care. Jalen Rager needs to be demoted straight up right now. They giving guys contract extensions in the middle of the season. Demote him. You can demote him and elevate Quez Watkins. Elevate him to the number 2. He lost us the game with that drop. Because like they said, all he had to do was catch the ball, fall back. He was so excited.
That first one, if he would have caught that one, he would have been right in the end zone.
He was so excited during the headlights. He didn't even have his hands positioned right to catch the ball. What are you doing? What are you doing? He didn't have it like this. He like, what? Hi, what? Why your hands like this? Why is he?
AD.
You know what? That's why it's hitting you in the face.
AD. So would you cut him, or would you trade him in the offseason? What would you do right now?
Think about it. How did he drop that? You said, would I trade him?
I said, what would you do right now? You know he's trash. So as the Eagles organization, you Howie right now, you got to do something, right? You know he trash. Are you cutting him? Are you going to release him in the offseason? Or are you going to try to wait till the offseason and try to get a trade for him because he was a first-round pick? What are you doing?
Yo, he getting released. He gonna get demoted, sit down, watch how it's done on the bench, and he gonna get in. Depending on how the season go, he might get in boo-boo time. So you know what I'm saying, he can increase his little value of what he do have. But right now, his value is limited to none because what will we get for him? What will we get for him? What round pick will we get? What draft pick would you get for Jalen Rager? When you got Jefferson putting up numbers, it's ridiculous. Just imagine if
maybe get a 4th for him.
I was about to say, I take a 4th, 5th for him.
Mm-hmm. Because
all day, 4th, 5th.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure that we should get rid of him. Like I'm not even 100% there. Like I do hate him for today. You know, my hate for him grew stronger today. But at the same time, he still does have some qualities. I don't think we're doing the right things with him. That game against Detroit, that's the way you need to use Rager.
He can't get open. Did you not hear Trey Rock? He said he can't get separation.
Things like that. That's how you got to get Rager involved in the game. Maybe some Wildcat or something. Get him involved in the game like that. We can still use the guy.
If you gotta
That's
do
your
all
first round
that
draft
for a
pick,
wide
though.
receiver.
I
Let me
That's
tell
your
you
I
something.
first
get
If
what
you
you
round
gotta do
trade.
all
draft pick,
that for a wide receiver,
Bird Gang. That's your first round draft pick. You want to put him
Yeah,
in wildcat situations and stuff? Come
yeah, he
on,
got to
bro.
go.
listen, you saying
Like
all that, he
we
not a wide
depended
receiver
before we
then.
had
At that
Devontae
point,
Smith.
he's
We
not a
depended on
wide
this dude to be our
receiver.
number one. He was going to be our number one. Now you
So
want to
hold
use
up,
him in wildcat situation? No, he gotta go. He
Trash.
gotta
hold
go.
up.
Maybe not this
Do
year. Maybe he'll make some plays for us this year. Maybe down the stretch.
do
Maybe.
we have to draft a wide receiver next year? That's my
Drake
question.
London from USC. Let's go.
Do
I
we?
don't feel like we draft a wide receiver. I feel like we could bring a veteran in to pair with
Okay,
Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins. I
okay,
mean, you
okay.
gonna find some dudes that could do some stuff
Like
for
that.
you off other people's rosters, even dudes on your practice squad or something like that. But Rager really contributes nothing to us right now. It's like
No.
he not giving us nothing in the return game. He catching like 1 or 2 passes a game. It's pointless of having him on the field right now.
So booty,
He don't block
bro. It's
well.
ridiculous.
He don't block well. You see Smith and Quez out there putting their body
And
on the
he not
line.
consistent with his
Rager don't
effort
block for
either.
nothing. He don't block no. The corners get right off Rager. It's like he does nothing well. He does
Hey,
nothing
what
well.
happened? What happened to the ball? What was his name? They were the Eagles was all hype about Tyree Williams, the ball that the tight end, the
Kyrie Jackson,
6'7".
when's he gonna get a catch?
He
What's
be
up
on the
with him?
field. They just
They
don't
was
throw him the
all hype
football.
about ball. I ain't seen him do nothing yet. What's up
He
with
do
him?
nothing at
That
all.
makes me
They was
mad
hype
too.
like, yo, we cool with letting Ertz go because we got young boy. He gonna be him and Goddard together gonna be crazy. He ain't did nothing yet.
They even throw him the
Man,
football yet.
we knew that
Like,
was
what's up
all
with him?
He
cap.
been on the field for 3 games and they ain't even get a target.
Bro, I didn't even see him today. I saw him last week. I remember seeing him specifically at least twice last week. I
He
do
was
not
blocking.
remember seeing his jersey at all today.
They had him blocking
Yeah,
all
I seen him
game.
a couple of times today. They didn't go to him,
Okay.
that's for sure.
This boy, bro, he's supposed to be. Remember, that's supposed to be our catching tight end.
Yeah.
Facts.
I
I've
don't
been
know
That's
what the
still
hell
waiting
was
for him to
going
have
on.
his big game. I thought it was coming after Ertz left.
I would have
remember
rather kept. I
preseason they
would
was
have rather
talking
kept
about he
Ertz.
catching everything.
Yeah, I would have rather kept
Yo,
Ertz,
I
man.
want everybody to go to the listen. I want everybody to go back to that play where Jalen Rager catches the ball at the 1 yard line. Go to that play. Go to the TV copy, bro. The
Yo,
commentators say
Rager got
they
deep
slow it
pissed
down
off
for
today,
you.
yo.
He running, bro. Dude, stutter step. You know when you stutter step, it's supposed to look like you finna do something. Cuz I'm watching as a viewer. I didn't get fake. It looked like he was finna keep going straight. He didn't nobody bit on nothing he did, yo. I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, he's running a fly route. I swear to God, bro. He literally, I wish I could show y'all like me running, but the guy ran. The guy ran, bro, and literally stopped. Jalen Hurts just made a great throw. Period.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
And what about our offensive line
threw it
today?
back shoulder though, D. That's
We
where
had some
the
people get
pass was
hurt
supposed
early.
to be at.
Kelsey got hurt, came back. You know, what are we giving our offensive line today?
Okay, that make more sense.
Bro, Herbert killed us today, man. Herbert, when Kelsey went out, bro, Herbert
swear to
was
God.
He
killing
played good
us.
at guard, but he sucks as a center.
He suck at
He did kill
anything
us.
anytime they ask him to pull. Like he gets straight down block, but anytime they ask him to pull, he look like a deer in headlights. Like he didn't even have to on that play with Boston Scott scored. He didn't even have to touch that guy. Boston Scott was on the other was on his other shoulder. He was already running towards the end zone. He grabbed him for no reason. I said, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah, he was doing too much.
He was doing.
I forgot about that,
bro.
He
was trash.
He had
Every
3
time he
penalties
gets in at center,
today.
he's
3.
trash.
It was bad penalties too.
Yeah, 3
Bad
crucial
penalties.
penalties on him.
Yeah,
He was
man. I
gonna win.
was like, yo.
On
That
big,
was
every
was
big
right
play we
before
had,
the
he had a
half.
penalty.
I mean,
when he was
that
at
one
center.
right there was right before the half when Boston
Yeah.
Scott scored. Like
Yep.
he came around. Dude was on this side of him. Boston Scott on this side. What did you hook this dude for? You didn't even have to touch him. You could have just bumped him a little bit. He would have been cool. He was already out to play. I'm like, what the hell? Bro, we just shot ourselves in the foot too much today, man. It was crazy.
So I guess the line gets what, a C-.
We still rush for over 200 yards, so I got to give him a little bit more than the C minus.
Right.
So a C.
I
I'll give
give
him.
him a solid
I'm gonna
B,
give the
man. B
I'm gonna
minus.
get an offensive line minus Herbig a B. Now, if you
Yeah,
put
that's what I
Herbig
was
in it,
thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
because
put Herbig in there.
Herbig personally gets an F because you went in there and you folded. All of that stuff he was doing because he was scared of the situation. He probably got butterflies, like you said. What did you grabbing main man for? There's no need because he nervous. He like, oh my God, I don't want to mess up. I grab somebody. Bruh, calm the freak down, man. You getting paid
Yeah.
millions of dollars to be a backup. Come in here, do your
Yeah,
job, keep
man.
pushing. He get an F for the day because you was killing us on crucial
Yo,
situations.
took
You got a touchdown.
touchdowns off
He got
the
a
board,
a
bruh.
Yeah, he
touchdown
did.
call back on us. He get an F. Like, no, you can't do
We
that,
need
bro.
to
You
keep
can't do
That's
that.
why
track
since he's part of
of
the
how
line, I gave
many
him a C.
touchdowns get taken off the board.
I think we lead the league and take the and touchdowns that went back. Real talk though. Like
We
Yeah.
have to.
teams, like with drops and stuff, we got the most touchdowns taken off the board. Like niggas scored, but a penalty came back. Yeah, I think we definitely lead the league in that.
I was just looking though. I'm like, Herbie, what the hell is you looking at, bro? Like you come around, dude is on the inside of you. All you gotta do is hook him. You hook him like this,
Yeah.
nothing but Ollie. He ran past him and then grabbed him like this. He wasn't even in the play no
Yeah,
more. I'm
man.
like,
What?
oh my God, yo. I'm like, bro, that was a brain fart right there, bro. That was a brain fart.
Man, hey, but just like he said, dude must be too excited or something, too nervous, like or something, like, you know what I'm saying? He must just trying to do something with his hands because other than that, like, yo, you doing stupid stuff, bro. You hurting the team, bro. And I hate a holding call. I hate, especially bro, how many touchdowns we done had taken off the board? And that's what I'm saying. Jalen Hurts got so many touchdowns that he could possibly have that literally taken straight off the board, yo. Taking straight off the board. And that wouldn't hurt us. That wouldn't hurt us. That hurt me. Oh my God. He
That was
is
that was one of the most horrible penalties
trash.
I ever seen in my life, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you didn't even have to touch that dude. You could have kept going up for real. He was not gonna make that play.
Nope.
You circled back and grabbed him for what? I'm like, yo, bro, that's how I knew it was gonna be a bad day. I was like, this is gonna be a bad day.
Yeah. So everybody graded it. What you guys said? What's
I
your
give
grade?
our offensive line a B.
B.
B minus.
B minus.
Yeah, B. I definitely give him a B. I give him a B.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll change mine to C plus. They needed. I don't care about the 200 yards, man. I feel like there's like crucial penalties, but like basically what you said, Herbert kind of cost him a good grade. But I think when they did move him to guard, when Kelsey came back in, he did good run blocking after that. I think that's his position. I don't think he ever needs to be a center. I just think he needs to stay at guard and leave him there because
He just don't never need to be pulling. He good going forward.
Yeah.
But once he get out in space, that's when it get ugly. Because both of them Jones really was in space where he got them little retarded penalties. All right, bro, what you panicking for? You big as hell. Just run into him.
True.
Get in
Let's
their
get
way
on the
at least. What
defensive
you
side.
grabbing them for?
We're gonna go defensive line and linebackers. What are you giving them as a group? The front seven.
Man, I'm gonna get a defensive line all game. I'm wondering, where is the pressure? Where is the pressure? It got to the point at first, we wasn't blitzing at first, but then it got to the point where it was obvious our defensive line was not getting to Daniel Jones. We were supposed to take advantage of their offensive line. Javon Hargrave was supposed to show up. Fletcher Cox, somebody was supposed to be getting that pressure, but we couldn't do it with our front four. Even in situations where it was obvious passing situations, where it wasn't even no running back, but beside Daniel Jones, it was just Daniel Jones back there. Get to the quarterback, and we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it to the point where we had to start sending blitzes. We had to start sending guys up the middle, and the blitz wasn't getting there. We wasn't getting enough pressure. I don't believe I seen Daniel Jones get sacked one time. I do not remember that. I see Daniel Jones running, scrambling, maybe getting 1 or 2 yards, but I do not remember a sack. Do y'all? I don't. So I gotta get a defensive line. I'm gonna get him a B.
Fletcher Cox.
No,
Fletcher Cox got 1 sack. That was it.
I'm giving him a B.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox got 1 sack. He did. That was it. And that was, I think, in the 3rd quarter or the 4th. I'm going to say late 3rd quarter. He got 1 sack because I remember they was all hype about it. That was it. That was it.
Actually, no, I ain't gonna get him a B. I'm gonna get him a C plus. I'm gonna get a secondary of a B, just a B plus, really, because at the end of the day, we held these guys to 13 points. We held these guys to 13 points. They had to work for everything they had, and that was due to the fact that Avonte Maddox, the main guy, you know, I love that guy effort. I speak about his effort every week, and his effort was impeccable. He was everywhere. He was all over the dude. You know what I mean? In perfect coverage. The coverage that they was displaying on the replays was beautiful. Darius Slay playing on top of his guy. Nelson playing on top of his guy. Avonte Maddox shutting stuff down on 3rd down. The DBs, man, they played solid. That defensive line did not help them. They wasn't generating no pressure, zero, nada, and that was frustrating. That's supposed to be one of the strengths of the team. What was they? They get a C, man.
We going all defensive.
I
levels?
said front 7, but if you wanted it, he said 2, so give both a grade.
I mean, it all depends on how you want to look at it. At the end of the day, our defense has played well as a unit. We stopped them in the red zone on 3 different occasions. We forced them to take a 50-yard field goal that they missed. I feel like our defense held it down all day, man. They kept us in the game for real. D-line and D-backs, I'm gonna give them the same grade because even though we didn't get a lot of sacks, we made Daniel Jones uncomfortable today. We forced a lot of bad throws. We held Saquon Barkley to under 100 yards, all purpose. I mean, the defense did their job for the most part. Our offense just wasn't on the same level as our defense today. You're gonna have that some games. So I'm gonna give our defensive line, D-backs, and I'm gonna rank the linebackers on this one. So I'm gonna give all of them a solid A-.
I don't know, Drew. I mean, check that out. I just seen that. I don't know why it went in like that, but all the links that are in the description are definitely inside of the chat. So,
as for the front seven, I'm gonna give them a C. We got like 1 sack. We had a couple stuffs when we needed timely. But I will say, and for the fact of we allowed less than 14 points. You feel me? So that's pretty good. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's not too many weeks where the Eagles literally only gave up 16 points, 15 points. That's normally a win for anybody in the NFL. Okay? Because if you can average at least 21 points, right? You score 21 points in your opposition, you only allow 14, you win the game. So any other week, we normally we averaging what? Like, I think we was averaging like 29 points a game at one point. So if we would have just did our normal thing this week, we'd have won. So we'd have been praising the defense for that. So I get a defense a C. But for the game itself, though, it was times where Daniel Jones was out there running amok like he was Michael Vick, and I ain't appreciate that. So that was my thing. And like I said, for you to know every time you face Daniel Jones, which we know the last 3 times, this boy think he a track star on us. He running for 80 on us and all that, and you know he gonna try to run on you. How you ain't got a spy to make sure that he ain't going nowhere? Whether it's Edwards, whether it's Alex Singleton. Listen, he's a secondary dude. He start running, you go get it. Like, you feel me? Like, that should have been preached. I don't know if it was. It don't look like it was, because he definitely was getting off when he wanted to run. Like it was only maybe one time where he tried to run and we stopped it. Like you feel me? Normally it looked like it was all script, but he was just doing whatever he wanted. So that was my only, thing with it. Other than that, I give him a C.
So that's a C just for the overall defense.
No. My C is for just the front seven. Now the overall defense, I get an overall defense a B. Because like you said, they held them to 14 points. You can't ask better than that. That's great defense against anybody in the league. And once again, that keeps you in the game. So that's a B. Your offense just didn't come through today. So that's a B. Yeah, that's a B.
I can get with that. Yeah. Front seven, we got 1 sack. I still feel like that line that the Giants had, we should have got more. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like we should have had more pressure on these guys. I'm gonna give them a C. The back half gets a B. Overall, B minus. Like they still did good. Like the 13 points is good. Like you said, like you hope that every game is only 13 point score. You know what I'm saying? Like you should win majority of all those games. It was definitely our offense that let us down today. But hey, we lost, so we can't cry about it now. It is what it is. We got to move on to the next. What are you guys giving Gannon for his play calling?
Gannon as well. I feel like
Yeah, I'm gonna give him.
Go ahead.
I give him a B. I give him a B for the day.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a B as well. Just on the strong A, just what everybody been saying.
You held them under 14.
Gave up
Gannon had some horrible games this year. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a B as well. I feel like he called a good game today, man. He called a good game today. I'm gonna give him
especially
a B.
at the end when we need to get the ball back. He got us the ball back.
I mean, see that, but that's even that right there though. That's like what you think? What you expect the dude to do? Like when you give you the football back time after time after time, and you're not really helping them out. You gonna give out them drives. It's the NFL. Like you're not gonna be able to hold dudes down for too long. So I can't even blame them for that one. I can't even blame them for that. And plus, they only got 3 points out of that. So it's like,
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about at the end when we needed the football back. After we turned the football over,
I was just saying he did good at the end, stopping them and getting the ball back when
I was just on the chat. I was just on the chat not too long ago, and dudes was like snapping on again, and I'm like, bro, we watching the same football game. These dudes, they've been holding these dudes down all game. How long you expect them to be on the field holding these dudes down? And they only got 3 points out of it. We still had a chance to win at the end. So how y'all mad at Jonathan Gannon right now? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's one person. Yeah, he can't get the blame today. That's for sure. He cannot get the blame today. I don't blame him at all. Because I even think they tried to dial up some blitzes that just didn't get home.
Yeah,
he dialed them up and just didn't get there.
He was bringing pressure all day.
Yeah, he blitzed a couple times, and that's like when Daniel Jones sit there. Remember, they killed us on a couple screens at the same time we were blitzing, and it worked out to their advantage. And yeah, I saw that. I remember that
screens, and they was getting a lot of like crossing routes off and stuff.
All right. Same stuff we saying that the Eagles need to do. That's how you help your quarterback. Daniel Jones been struggling lately. You saw Freddie Kitchens dialed up basic stuff, nothing crazy, basic stuff to help the quarterback. Because Bull been trash for the last 3 weeks.
Speaking of Freddie, am I the only one that's really mad that this is the second game this year the other team's offensive coordinator got either fired or whatnot, and we couldn't pull it off? You know what I'm saying? Like the Raiders, Gruden got left right before we played them. What's his name? Old boy from the Dallas, Gerry fired. You know what I'm saying? Like those are supposed to be advantages to the game. You know what I'm saying? Those are supposed to be advantages, and it seemed like both times, man, we take that L.
It's one thing I learned about as an Eagles fan. Whenever somebody is struggling and they have never done something, they're gonna do it against the Eagles. You understand? Yeah. It always happens that, and they be talking, you be watching the game, they be like, well, this team has never done they're going to do that against the Eagles today. Just because you said that, bro, they going to do that. Oh, they never ran for 100 yards? They going to run for 100 today on the Eagles. They never did what? Oh, yeah, they're going to do that today against the Eagles. That's how that always go. I don't know why. But we like helping other people's careers for some reason. I don't understand it. Like,
Hey, Lindy, we got a call-in show tonight. We're about to be wrapping this one up here. We done already went through all of it, but hit us up on Birds on the Line tonight. It's gonna be what, 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, Trey?
We could do like 8:30.
Okay, 8:30 tonight, Lindy. So hit us up on there. Come jump on. Everybody's welcome. All you guys are welcome to Birds on the Line tonight. It's a show for you guys. This is our time to do our post game, give out our grades, but we want all you guys to join us at Birds on the Line tonight at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So all you guys can let out and let us know how y'all feel about the game. But yeah, go ahead. So yeah, Gannon did good. All right, I want everybody to tell me, what does the Eagles got to do to beat the Jets next week?
run the ball.
I ain't even looking at the Jets.
You guys,
Run the ball.
I'm looking at Jalen Rager.
he's still I bet you on this TV, he got a big old picture of Jalen Rager. Just cussing him out. You mother.
I mean,
That's crazy.
on some real though, man. I feel like we just gotta be ourselves, man. We got out of our game plan a little bit too early today, and it hurt us. I mean, it hurt the rhythm of the game. It hurt the momentum of the game, and us losing Gerry Howard, that was a big factor today too, man.
He'll be back next week though.
Today.
He'll be back. He'll be back next week.
Hopefully, he'll be back next week.
I think that worked out for Jordan though, because that should have proved that really showed that his absence hurt the team. Right. So now that should help his leverage with him and his agent to go back to the Eagles and say, "Yo, I need a contract, bro. Y'all thought I was practice squad trash. I proved to y'all I'm essential for this offense moving forward. Cut me a check." So young boy should definitely get a check after that one.
That's the Gerry Howard. This would have been the perfect game for him, because you know the Giants. I mean, even though everybody screamed the Giants trash, they always got a good front four. They always got run stuff and linebackers. So I knew it was going to be a little bit difficult to get that kind of game plan off on them. So Gerry Howard in this game right here, him just running forward, putting his shoulders down, stuff like that. That's when that's better for Hurts, because now we in short situations all game. Miles did a little bit of too much dancing today. I mean, that's his running style. Like I said earlier, that's his running style though.
And you can't really blame it. Barry Sanders probably is the number one running back with the most negative yard runs in the history of football, but he's still the best. You know what I'm saying? That's just what those guys do. You know, you can't take that away from them. But like you guys said, it is good to have that bruiser too. And I think they definitely complement each other. 1-2 thunder and lightning type thing. I think once Howard gets back, that run game's gonna be on point.
Right.
DEEGIFTED. Are you listening to Rager in your head? He's all shaking it. Yeah, Rager, kill Rager, kill Rager. Yeah,
Rager. Look, hey, we just got to get back to running the ball. We need to line up under center to stop making things more difficult than what it was. Because, like we said, Nick Sirianni, his play calling in the beginning of the game was not good. He was putting us in situations where, the guys looked predictable. It wasn't bringing out the best in our players. Everything outside and short. We started our first down play, putting us in second and long, putting us behind the sticks. So Nick Sirianni need to be more consistent and understand. And really, in my opinion, he can still design a pass type offense with the quarterback lined up on the center. I don't see what's wrong with that. I don't see why you have to be in shotgun just to pass the ball. You can line up on the center. You can design some plays in the scheme with Jalen Hurts lined up on the center, because those easy yards and they're straight up the middle, straight in between the tackles. That's easy stuff, and it keeps the defense honest. It keeps the defense honest. They don't know what's going to happen. It keeps the play action available. It don't need to be it seems like when it's shotgun, it's either RPO or it's a little screen to the outside. But we running it like that. It's either that way, or when it's lined up on the center, it's either a run or a or play action. Look, just design the scheme that's lined up on the center base. Like, yo, I feel like that honestly brings out the best in Jalen Hurts, and we need to do that if we want to win consistently, because we see how this team do with pressure of being on the win streak. It was the first win streak that we had all season, and it came to an end, and we dealt with it. The coaches still, what Nick Sirianni needs to show a more. He hasn't shown the ability to be balanced, call a balanced game really all season. It's either real pass heavy or it's real run heavy. I need to see him show me that he can call an even game, and that's why I think if he designed the offense line up on the center, that's going to bring out the best in the players, because hey, you can either just do a drop back, or you still do the play action, or you can straight hand it off to the running back. But it keeps the defense honest, and it keeps the most easiest thing that you always want to be able to do, which is run straight up the middle in between the tackles. That keeps that available. Bottom line, lining up in the center. I feel like they need to design the offense under that way rather than this shotgun. Oh, quick pass outside, because we don't have the wide receivers to get open. I don't care how far and wide we spread these wide receivers. We know they ain't going downfield. The only person that's going downfield is Devontae Smith, maybe. But ain't nobody creating that type of separation where they really some threats. So that makes it even more predictable. So these guys sit on the routes and they attacking these short screens underneath. If a guy miss a block, it's gonna look terrible. So we need to change up our identity a little bit and become a more line up in the center type offense. That's really what I want to see. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but I'm telling you, every time we've lined up on the center, it's been positive stuff happen. Just look.
Hey,
Every time you've seen the Eagles lined up under center, we've had positive stuff happen. Whether it was a great
D,
run up the middle. Yeah.
hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all. The baby going through it right now. I gotta step off. I gotta go check on my youngin.
Yeah, we about to get out here. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yes,
Your links
sir. Hey, it
inside
was
the
nice
chat.
meeting you,
Hey,
though.
make sure y'all hit me up on YouTube. The Bird's Nest. Mr. Brennan hit me up. I'm gonna do some more stuff a little bit later. I appreciate y'all for checking me out. Bird Gang 31, me and you gonna hit it up again soon.
For
I
sure.
appreciate meeting y'all. It was a pleasure. It was an honor. We will be doing this again shortly, brothers. Y'all have a great evening, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
go,
sir.
my
You
guy.
too, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. I feel you too on that, D. I don't feel like you have to run so many plays in shotgun. That's just my opinion. I feel like that is too collegey to me.
Yeah,
You
man.
got to keep it balanced, you know what I'm saying? Where you got some under
Be more
center.
traditional,
And I want
man.
to see
Stop
more.
it.
I want to see more than just the single back under center and shotgun. Like, there's a lot of other
Mm-hmm.
formations to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have 3 running backs back there. You can have, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 running backs. There's a lot of different formations I feel like we don't take advantage of with the players that we have. Like, we can do a lot more with this offense with the players we have than we do. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to see what Nick does. Hey, like we say with Jalen Hurts, this is his first real year. I think today marks 16 games for him exactly. That's 16 games. That's worth a full year worth of game tape. But this is Nick Sirianni's 12th game, of being the head coach, play caller. So sometimes I guess we do got to, put our feelings aside and realize these guys are still young. They're still growing. And we got potential. You know what I'm saying? We still see the potential. Like even the player said today, we lost it. I'll say, that's 7 losses now or 6 losses now? 7 losses now. Only like 1 or 2 of them were real. The other team was better than us, beat us. The other 5 losses, we lost to ourselves. Like, we caused those losses. Like, we should have won those games. Like, I feel like today was definitely one of them games that we could have beat these guys. We definitely should have beat the Giants today, but we didn't do it. But that does show some potential for the future, and hopefully we can build from this. Hopefully, like they said earlier, it's a wake-up call You know what I'm saying? Okay, slap your face. You're getting too cocky. You're getting too, full of yourself. Now wake up and realize there's some meaningful football left to play this season if you want to make a playoff push. And we still can do it, but now it just got a lot harder losing today's game. But we got the Jets next week. I think we should win that game. You know what I'm saying? But, the way we played today on offense, Nick's going to have to show me a little bit something better than that. But we should win the Jets. Then we get our bye. I think that's going to be a well-needed bye. Get everybody fresh again for the back half of this season. And hopefully we can do our thing, man, and get to the playoffs this year. Because no one expected us to even be in the playoffs. The fact that we still have a possibility of being there is still great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep pushing us to be there until we're not there. So, we're going to be here every single Sunday repping our birds, win, lose, or draw, no matter what, guys. So make sure you guys are sticking around. We got 20 in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe to all my boys. My boy DEEGIFTED is on the road to 100. My boy One Trey Rock's on the road to 200. BGN Sports Media is on the road to 200. I'm on the road to 2K. So help us all out. If you have not subscribed to either one of us, make sure you go hit that sub button and go ahead and go around to all the channels and hit that like. You know what I'm saying? It does a lot to get all of our content out to other Eagles fans like you. Also, before I let these guys, say their goodbyes and where you get well, I already said where they can find you at. But before I let you guys say your last piece, make sure you guys come tonight for Birds on the Line. You know what I'm saying? 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Birds on the Line. It's for the fans. The show's just for you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's for. We said our piece right now. Content creators, other Eagle content creators, y'all want to come on the show and talk? You're more than welcome. But that show's for the fans and other people besides, me and One Trey on that show. So make sure you guys stop by. You guys get 5-10 minutes, depending on how many people are backstage, to, say your piece. How y'all felt about today. So I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys there tonight. You guys got anything else to say up there?
I'm gonna just say this. Win, lose, or draw, I'm rocking with the Birds. This has been an up and down season. Games like this happen. Y'all gotta understand that too. Even the wily veterans have games like this where it's just not going right for them. Hopefully Jalen Hurts can bounce back from this. I feel like he will. Hopefully Nick Sirianni bounce back from this. I feel like he will. Hopefully Rager bounce back from this. I want to see Jalen Rager do good, man. I know he's not a big fan in the fan base right now. People don't really like him. They want him gone and all that, and I understand it. But I feel like, man, listen, we done seen dudes get better over the years. So even if it's not here, I'll just wish him the best. You got to take this one on the chin. You got to own up to this one, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got to own up to this one. All the criticism you getting right now is, it's justified. So
yes, it is.
Yeah, hopefully he come back. And he can make some plays for us down the stretch. But I hope this don't make him completely shut down. Like some dudes, they can handle it. Some dudes can't. You never know, man. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, you gonna hear it this whole week, bro. You gonna hear it this whole week until you step up and make a play next week. So at the end of the day, it was a tough loss to swallow, but I feel like we still got something good going on over here, man. Once we get our dudes back, everybody get a little bit more healthier. I feel like we still on this playoff push. So don't give up on us now, man. Keep your faith.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I just want to say my last piece, Jalen Rager sucked, bro.
Oh man, yo, deep been going off for Jalen all day, man.
But you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, all that bad stuff, all of it would be, meaningless if he made 1 or 2 catches, where Hurts put it on the money. Like I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about those last 2 passes from Hurts. They were both on the money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the game. And that's what you want your star quarterback to do. Put the team in position to win the game. And those balls were right. That first one, he catches it. He's in the end zone, touchdown, game over. The second one, he catches it. Worst case scenario, he's on the 1. But like you guys said, he probably falls back. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. So that's 2 times. Now, and I was mad that they threw it to him the first time. You know, I'm like, why are you throwing it to Jalen Reagor? You know, where's Avonte? Where's Quez? Where's freaking Goddard at? Why you keep throwing it to him, this guy, man? And the second time, that was just the cake on the icing on the cake. I was like, no. Not only you could have put yourself on the map today, Reagor. You know what I'm saying? All this hate, doubt that we have for you could have all been washed away if you caught one of those 2 passes. You missed the first one, whatever.
He definitely missed his moment today, man.
This was his moment, right?
He missed his moment today for sure. This was when that first round pick could have been justified, man. He would have made at least one of those plays, man. He missed his moment today, big time. Philadelphia Eagles fans not gonna forget this one.
Hell
they're not
no,
gonna
they're
forget
not.
this one.
Because it was against a division team. Everybody's watching that we wanted to win, and no matter what, we know division games are tough. You had the shot to seal the game, and you blew it twice, my guy. Twice.
Right. Hurts trying to make him a star, man. He want to step up to the plate. I mean, it is what it is at this
Do we
point.
all agree Quez needs to be the number 2?
Yes.
I already
Next
think
game.
he is,
I don't-
to be honest.
I don't want to see no more Jalen Reagor. Period.
No more at all.
I don't want to see him.
Take your
I
jersey away,
don't
right?
want to
D?
see him.
Take your
I
jersey
don't want
away.
to see him. Period, bro. Period. Not,
But
bro. What
look,
has
D ain't
he
trying
done?
to hear
Even on the
Bird
punt
game.
Like, this
return.
nigga needs to go today.
D ain't trying to hear. He over that
What?
dude.
What has he done? When you watch him on a punt return, you know it don't matter what he decides to do. It's gonna put us in a bad situation. If he decides to catch the ball, he ain't gonna pick up 5 yards. I swear to God, I watched him and I asked for him to give me that every time, and he never did. Even when he decided to let the ball bounce, he always let it bounce at the wrong time. He let it bounce this time, and for some odd reason, the ball magically stays in bounds. And it ended up we playing from our 1 yard line. It don't matter what decision he make, it never helps us out one bit. The ball literally fell in this man's lap. And he didn't even have his hands properly placed in the air to even catch the ball. Have him in the air right to catch the ball.
He said,
Come on, man. What excuse is that? Bro? They clowning him, bro. Bro. No way. Top receivers in the NFL, they're going to look at Jalen Reagor like he trash. They're going to look at him like he trash, bro. If he in a wide receiver room, they looking at him like he trash, bro. When you an athlete, bro, niggas, look, they go at it, bro. We talk trash, bro. You know what I mean? So we exposing one another. You know what I'm saying? We jokingly competitive, bring the best out of people. Oh, and when you give people bulletin material like that, you are the weakest link. Trash,
How many
bro.
memes you think we're gonna make today of Reagor?
he about to get the whole Nelson Aguilar treatment. He about to get the whole Nelson Aguilar treatment.
He's making JJ
and he's
seem
worse
good.
than Nelson. At least Nelson know how to run route. At least Nelson got separation. Nelson got separation, bro.
At least JJ caught the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, but much love to all you guys. We still got 18 in the chat. Like we said before, hit that like, holla at us. We're going to be here all season long. One Trey Rock, the Reverend DEEGIFTED in the house, and your boy, BIRDGANG 31. And we out. Peace.